Hello everyone, it's Kieran, and I'm coming to you live from my parents' bedroom. Anyway, this Daily C is about the way that you talk to yourself because it's really important. The words that you say to yourself, either out loud or in your own head, have a huge impact on your personality and the way that you will act. So if you walk around and you say to yourself, yeah, man, I'm a good guy, I'm a great guy, and people should want to know me, people will want to hear me speak, people like me, then you will act in a way that's congruent with the way that you've been talking to yourself. But if you put yourself down and then you go, you know what, I'm boring, no one wants to know me, I'm not good enough, I'm a loser, then concurrently that will affect the way that you act as well. It's really important. Just like abusing a kid. If you have a small child and you raise that child for like 6, 7, 8 years and you abuse it and you tell the kid it's shit, that kid is then going to hate itself and have a very terrible life. The same is really true in your own head. Speak to yourself in a way that builds you up rather than pulls you down. I coach guys, as well, I suppose all of you know, and I was with this guy the other day, and he was going out and he was trying to approach girls, and he just couldn't do it. Like, he couldn't bring himself to approach even one girl. And I said to him, like, what are you actually saying to yourself when you're walking the streets? This guy had spent about 2 hours strolling the streets trying to find a girl to talk to. And he's like, oh, yeah, man. I'm saying, come on, man. Why can't you do it? Why aren't you good enough? Why are you such a loser? What the fuck is wrong with you? He was saying all this shit to himself. And then I basically said, bro, like, that's not going to work. Try speaking positively to yourself. Say things to yourself that boost you up and make you feel good. Say that you're a great guy. Say that you deserve that girl. Say that that girl should speak to you. He did an approach, not because of what I said, but he actually did do one approach. And he's like, oh, well, the approach is nothing. It's only one approach, blah, blah, blah. And I said to him, no, no. It's not just one approach. It's a step forward from where you were before. You couldn't approach anybody in the past, and now you've done an approach. You have literally taken an incremental step closer towards your goal. All right, so don't compare yourself to me or to other people who might be further along in the journey. Compare yourself to where you used to be. At the end of the day, if you were like trying to do bench presses and you could bench press, let's say 20 kg, and then you build it up to 30 or 25 kg, it's improvement. And you deserve to treat yourself nicely, man. Be good to yourself. At the end of the day, the better you speak to yourself, the faster you'll get your results, you know? So you might walk around and you might think to yourself, you know something, I just want to be realistic, and I want to be very realistic about where I am. And that is good and that is great, and it's good to have like a very firm understanding of where you are in your journey. But at the end of the day, if you speak to yourself in a realistic way, if you're just like, I'm here, and it's not that good, but this is just kind of where I am. Yeah, you're not going to fill yourself with the happiness, the confidence, and the drive to go forward. You're just actually going to slow down your progress. Will Smith once said, and he's very right when he said this, that in order to achieve something, you have to have a massive ego. You have to think that the impossible is actually possible, and that people who go out and do crazy things, it's because in their heads they're saying different things to themselves than normal people. Things I'm getting a little bit tongue tied, things that most normal people think are impossible, like these crazy successful people think, nah, it's not impossible, I can just totally do that, I can 1000% do that, you know. And then they go out and get it done. For instance, right, we have planes, yeah. Everybody here treats planes as an absolutely normal thing. It's a plane, it's a plane, it's a plane. Fine. But about 100 or 150 years ago, when the Wright brothers were actually creating their plane for the first time, people thought they were crazy. Like, what the hell are you doing? Man's not meant to fly. Man is not meant to fly in the sky like a bird. That is for animals. We are human beings. We walk on the ground. But now everybody does it and you don't think it's crazy. I am filming this right now with a freaking iPhone 7, right? This iPhone 7 is connected to the internet wirelessly. Like, it literally bounces signals off of satellites, and I can communicate with people all around the world through a wireless device that 50 years ago was science fiction. In the original Star Trek series in the 60s or 70s, I think it's the 60s, Captain Kirk used to pull out a freaking mobile phone to talk to Scotty on the Enterprise. He'd be on a planet, he would whip out a mobile phone and he would talk to Scotty. And that was people in the 1960s impression of what technology would be like in like 2367. What's the point I'm making? The point I'm making is you have to have a big idea of yourself in order to create amazing shit. You have to. People in the 60s thought a mobile phone would be impossible, but today we don't even remotely think it's a big idea. Your ideas of who you are and what you're capable of aren't actually true. They're really not. Your ideas are far smaller than you think. Far smaller than you think. And if you just expand it and say, you know what, I'm a great guy and I'm capable of some shit, you'll realize that you are a great guy and you are capable of some shit, and you will do things that currently will surprise you. By the way, the guy who I coach, who I basically told to treat himself like his own best friend, talk to himself like he is his own best friend. Don't talk to himself like basically a friend who, if they ever did that to you, you would just kick them to the curb and say, get out of my life. Talk to yourself honestly, like you love yourself, and like an 8-year-old child who you're looking after and you're trying to guide through life. That guy went out and got a number, his first ever number last weekend. That is what happens. The number was from Cold Approach, mind you. He saw a girl, he approached her, he spoke to her, he got her number. That is the difference of what happens when you believe in yourself. Anyway, I don't know if I have been rambling, but ta-ta everybody, goodbye, see you later, au revoir, arrivederci and ciao.